photographing to capture the mood of the places that I'd seen. And on my return, I wasn't particularly happy with the way the photographs had come out. I didn't feel like they really captured the way I saw it. And so I wanted to study photography so that I could try and do that in the future.
You can say it was love at first sight.
It was an awesome sort of thing or platform for me to express my creativity.
I didn't study photography, I studied advertising, art direction, and I worked at an advertising agency where we were on shoots a lot, on set a lot, and yeah, that's when I really started to enjoy it.
It grew as a hobby, or it grew from a hobby actually. I was travelling in the UK for 2 years, and it just grew from there. It's something I picked up, started doing, loved it, and yeah, it's went from there.
I was going to go study architecture, and then I just went for the interview of photography as well, and I got into photography and not into architecture.
I followed a lot of photographers looking at editorials and stuff, and I got really interested in it. And a friend of mine started modeling, and I got even more interested in it. Yeah.
Had some amazing influences in my time here. Assisted some great photographers, both local and international. And yeah, the love just grew. It's pretty much where we are now.
I actually studied to be a chef, so that's where I started. And then I'm from Joburg originally. I came to Cape Town, and I got involved with the restaurant here in Cape Town, and I helped out with some PR and marketing stuff. And I saw a food shoot. I didn't grow up with any sort of fixation or anything. I didn't grow up with a camera or loving photography or anything like that. And I saw a food shoot, and I was like, oh god, I like this. And I decided I want to try it.
My mother was an amateur, keen amateur photographer, and she took a lot of close-ups of plants and flowers and various other things. And I got a sort of hand-me-down digital camera from her. I've been shooting since.
I get a lot of inspiration from the people that I'm surrounded by, and also a lot of imagery by other people, whether it's movies, still pictures, music videos, a lot of imagery, even in my daily life.
Space and the lack of it, I like emptiness and creating something from nothing. Going to the ordinary and creating something amazing.
Everything basically for me. Yeah, I find inspirations in anything.
I find it in, I'm obsessed with beauty. And sometimes you find beauty in, I don't know, I know it's a bit of a cliche, but you really do find beauty in everything, really. You just have to kind of change your angle a bit, and then it's beautiful. So, and I just kind of think life's just too short for ugliness, so, why do something ugly if you have to surround yourself with beauty all the time?
The project and what I feel like, or if I feel like a challenge really, I'll go for something that I've never used before.
I think a couple of guys, Nick Knight. There's actually a guy called, I don't know if anyone's ever heard of him, called Brian Gaberman. Brian Gaberman. He's a small-time photographer from the States. He just does the most amazing does just a lot of his own personal projects, and it's just beautiful work.
The narrative. I know the garments, obviously there's a hierarchy and the garments come first. But for me, from the garment, you must decide what the story is behind it, or what mood you want people to feel when they look at it, which will just make them decide whether they want to purchase the product or not. And from that mood or narrative, I like to create some sort of a storyline, and then bringing in the hairstylist and the makeup artist and the location and everything to tie together. That inspires me.
I'm inspired by the technology involved with photography. I'm inspired by anyone who can produce an image that makes me think. If I can't figure out how it's done or what effect was used, or then I feel inspired by that.
In the industry is to look at the incredible talent displayed on the 10 screens behind you, and to look and see how you can collaborate with them and how you can start a journey with them. Because if we don't support each other in this industry, we won't grow. And in a country like South Africa right now, with all the raw talent that we have, it's vital that we acknowledge it, and it's vital that we support and grow it. So please, that would be your sort of task for joining us here tonight. So, can I have the honor? Okay, the winner of the inaugural and the first ELLE Talent Photography competition is Freddie Child.